Americans are going bankrupt from hospital bills while the rest of the world pays nothing. And somehow people are still arguing this is fine. Today we're watching Europeans show what free healthcare actually looks like and watching some Americans completely short circuit trying to process it. Welcome back to Stolen Freedom. Let's get into it.
Let me shock some Americans because it seems like some of you think the entire world works just like in the US. 1. Did you know that in most parts in Europe, university is free? Yeah, you don't pay anything. So unless you had like bad grades in high school, then you have to go to the private one that does cost around $300 per month. 2. When you go to the hospital, you pay nothing, around $0 because it's free. You don't have to end up deep in debt. Yeah, I know that is shocking, but that is how it works.
Free university, free healthcare, one-time car registration. And she's listing these things like they're revolutionary, but that's just Tuesday in most of Europe. The wild part isn't that these things exist. The wild part is that Americans hear this and think it's impossible. You've been paying $400 a month for insurance that still hits you with a copay, a deductible, and a surprise bill. 3 months later, you're paying for the privilege of paying more later, and somehow that's the system people want to protect. The rest of the world is looking at us like we're in a cult, and honestly, they might not be wrong.
And 3, did you know that when you register your car in Europe, you do it once when you buy a car, and then what for?
Oh, sorry, do you want one? No thanks. You know those give you cancer, right? Obviously, I'm not an idiot, but I have free healthcare, so it doesn't matter. But you'd still get really sick and probably like lose all your hair or something. And I also won't have to work. Excuse me, shouldn't you wear like a safety harness or something? No, I don't need one. I have free healthcare, remember? This bar is so fun. Let's take another shot. I'm good. And haven't you had like 6 already? Don't you think it's time to slow down? Of course not. I have universal healthcare. That's so I can get an IV and my stomach pumped for free. Whoa, stop! What are you doing? Oh, I broke my finger last week and I want to make it even on both sides. Are you actually insane?
So she's doing this whole bit where having free healthcare makes people act reckless, chopping fingers off, taking dangerous risks because, hey, the doctor's free, right? But here's what's actually hilarious about this. The people without healthcare are the ones ignoring symptoms for years because they can't afford a checkup. They're wrapping injuries in duct tape and hoping for the best. That is the real insanity nobody's making skits about.
No, it's just I can go to the doctor for free, so it doesn't matter.
All right, this is the big one.
I'm really loving this awakening by Americans. They're starting to wake up that the whole system in the United States is a scam when it comes to healthcare and other things. Okay, education is a scam. Corporate America is a scam. Jobs are a scam. Literally everything. Insurance, car insurance, health insurance, you name it. Everything has become a scam in the United States. And people are waking up. And the reason why people are waking up is because they're traveling a lot. It's crazy that I have to tell you this. But the healthcare here in Africa, where I'm at, is way better than the United States. Way better. And this is considered a third world country. Can you imagine? Way better, and it's cheaper, way more affordable, access to medication. Medication is not going to bankrupt me. Going to the doctor is not going to bankrupt me. So a lot of people are waking up, and I love this.
Things that are normal in the UK, but not America. Part 19. I am, of course, referring to the National Health Service, the NHS, free healthcare. Yesterday I made a video. I went to an orthopedic surgeon, just doctor in general rather, and had my hand checked out. I paid $50 copay, and then the bill for insurance, I saw it was going to be $290. So $340 total. I only paid 50 of that. Obviously each month then I pay a health insurance cost. I don't know how much it is exactly, but it comes out each month from my earnings. Back home, it would have been free. Obviously, nothing in life is truly free. We pay national insurance, which is the tax which goes towards funding the NHS, as well as the government funding it as well. But I wouldn't have had to pay anything out of pocket.
Listen to the math here, because this is where it gets painful for the anti-universal healthcare crowd. $50 copay plus $290 bill equals $340 just for someone to look at his hand. Plus, he pays monthly insurance premiums on top of that. Back home in the UK, that same visit costs him exactly nothing out of pocket. Yes, he pays national insurance. Yes, it comes from his check. But Americans pay taxes and premiums and copays and deductibles. You're paying.
Okay, let's keep it real. The NHS is not a perfect system, but it's way better than the United States, because the US is everything is a scam. But at least in the NHS, it's designed for the regular people. Regular people, at least they can get access to care. You're not gonna get bankrupt if you get sick.
More at every single level and getting less. That's not freedom. That's a subscription service for suffering, and you're auto enrolled. We live in a country where people choose between their health and their rent, and we've just normalized that like it's fine.
So imagine this: if they're scamming patients that are vulnerable, okay, because you go to the hospital and you're vulnerable, you're sick, you're helpless. Imagine what they're doing to you as a caregiver. Imagine what they're doing to you as a nurse. They're obviously scamming you. If you don't know who's being scammed, it's probably you. What I'm trying to say is this: you better get into business on your own. This is the season for you to start doing things on your own, start your own home care business, and find your own clients and service those clients yourself. You don't need that many, because a lot of you guys are probably handling, up to 10 patients on your shifts. Wouldn't it be nice for you to just manage only 3 at a time, where you have other caregivers that are working beneath you or with you, and you're servicing 3 wealthy clients, and you're getting paid the salary and the wages that you deserve? That's the new play. With inflation, cost of living rising, you're just going to become a debt slave, or you're going to become a wage slave, which is even worse. Wage slave and debt slave? Oh man, that's a deadly combination. You never want to be like that. So if you guys are ready to change your lives and start your home care business and make the money that you deserve, you need to learn sales skills and learn how to find these wealthy clients, and I can teach you how. But it starts by you investing in yourself. Schedule a call. I'll put a link in the description of this video. And when you do that, I'm going to add you to our private WhatsApp group, so you can join other people that are serious just like you, okay, that are putting in the work. We'll hold each other accountable to do the work. Schedule a call. Talk to you soon.